Hello, welcome to a little Nutrition 101. So, I have a lot of people that come to me or that I reach out to that say, I want to be healthy, but I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to start. Like, what are the basics? What do I need to do to get myself healthier? First of all, everybody's definition of healthy is so drastically different. Like, I can't even tell you, it's so drastically different. My definition of healthy today is very, very different than my definition of healthy 3 years ago, before I started on my journey of getting my health coaching certification and going through nutrition courses and researching the heck out of everything that I could possibly, research and answer questions for people. So, my goal in teaching you about nutrition and healthier eating is that your definition of healthy changes every day, every week, after 30 days. Like, I'm very, very curious to know how your definition of healthy changes for you. So, to me, health is being able to live optimally. Like, you're free from illness, you're free from feeling bad. Like, you go through life sometimes where you're just like, you don't feel good. You don't know why, but you just don't feel good. You don't feel yourself or whatever. Being healthy to me means you don't experience that. It means that you wake up in the morning, your body is refreshed and ready to go. You function through your day just fine. You might have periods of low energy, high energy, and you can adjust that a lot of times with your nutrition. So, high energy, being able to get through your day's routine without needing a lot of caffeine stimulants. It means that you can exercise for 30 minutes a day and you feel amazing about that, and you have enough fuel in your body to fuel those kind of activities. So that is optimal health to me, is just feeling good so that you can live life. So starting out, what are some of the basics to get you going? If you are committing to eating healthier, you got to get the crap out of your house. You open up your cupboards, open up your fridge, open up your freezer, get rid of it. I don't care if you're wasting money. If you are serious about your health, you have got to get the crap out of your house. If you open up your cupboards and you've got bags of chips, you've got Little Debbie's, you've got crackers that have 28 ingredients in them, and your fridge has, I don't know. I don't even know anymore because I'm pretty clean through my house. So, you have like store-bought syrup that the first ingredient on it is high fructose corn syrup, those kind of things. So I'll teach you about label reading, but so you have to get the crap out of your house. Do not think about the cost that you're wasting, because it was a waste when you first bought it. The minute you bought that crap, you wasted your money. So throwing it away you're doing yourself a favor. You're doing your body a favor. You have to start with a clean slate and not worry about using up things. And if you have a spouse in the house, or a significant other, or teenage kids, because trust me, I have a 19-year-old. I've been through this whole gamut of switching from, regular, normal, everyday eating to a clean eating household. My teenager suffered the most for that, because teenagers are very, it's what he grew up with. I fed him Hamburger Helper meals as he was growing up. I bought crap because I didn't really know better. I made sure that he had a balanced meal on his plate, but I didn't understand what I was putting on it. So when I made that transition, and it is a transition, you can't do everything at once or you're going to completely overwhelm and shut down yourself and your family. It's just, baby steps. But the teenagers they're tougher, and you're not going to get them to conform. And so sometimes you do have to have, chips in the cupboard, and it's okay if you can stay out of them. If you can't, they need to be relocated, okay? Because you're just sabotaging yourself. If your husband says, well, I need to have, a box of Little Debbie's in the house, have him keep them in his vehicle. He doesn't need to keep them in the house. You have to get as much support as you possibly can if you are going to be successful at healthy eating. You have to. So, some things that are very basic is label reading and your ingredients, okay? The fewer ingredients in a product, the better. The fewer the ingredients, the better. I'm going to give you a for instance. This Field Day organic peanut butter that I buy, It has organic peanuts. That's it. If you have Jif or Skippy or one of those other ones in your house, get it out right now and look at the label. And you're going to see hydrogenated oil, you're going to see sugar, you're going to see peanuts. You don't need that. That is extra added sugar that you need to eliminate immediately. You need to invest a little bit more money, not much. I'm telling you, this was like $4 at the health food store. And everybody automatically assumes that if it's from the health food store that it's way more expensive. Not the case at all. And if you live near me, I will take you on a tour and point you to the best stuff at the health food store. I've done it before. So simple things like that, switching up your peanut butter so you're getting out that excess sugar and you're having just straight up peanuts in it. This is my addiction, by the way. Switching from white salt, white sugar, white flour, those are all refined. What does refined mean? It means they took all of the nutrients that those things ever had, they stripped them out, and they added fillers so that they could sell them cheap to us. So that's why you can get a bag of sugar cheap, and next to it you'll see a thing of raw organic sugar, and it's more expensive. So this is what I use, sugar in the raw. Non-GMO. I haven't had white sugar in my house for 3 years. I haven't had white flour or white salt in my house for 3 years. So switching to raw sugar, switching to an organic wheat flour or an organic oat flour, and all oat flour is oatmeal ground up. This is pink Himalayan sea salt. This contains like 80 minerals in it that our bodies need. So white table salt, it'll cause it can cause issues with blood pressure. If you have blood pressure issues, it can cause other problems. This is not going to give you problems because it has minerals. This is fully intact and your body actually needs this. I use sea salt on literally everything. So that is another good switch. If you are using the 21 Day Fix program and you look at their eating guide and the containers, you're not going to see butter in here anywhere. And I smile and I joke about that because I have a very dear friend of mine that when she got her system, she said, "What container can I put the butter in?" And it just cracked me up, and I love it because I love that about her. She's just being so honest. But in baking, I do use straight up butter, never margarine. Margarine, bad. Get that out of your fridge immediately. Don't ever buy margarine again if that's what you use. Hydrogenated oil is one of the top things in it. Just use straight up butter. But coconut oil is another really great substitute for butter, for cooking with, for baking with, for sauteing. There's so many health benefits to coconut oil. If you're a coffee drinker, the creamer that you're using, if you look at the regular creamers where there's all these mass amounts of delicious flavors, they're loaded with chemicals. There's not much on that label that you are going to recognize as an actual food. So that's one thing that you have to try to transition out of, is using things with labels that have, like a ton of stuff on there that you can't pronounce or that is not a real food. I use So Delicious coconut milk coffee creamer. There is a brand that is called Natural Bliss or something at the store that has like 3 ingredients, which is a really great alternative. So it's just making those tiny steps and those changes. Now, I do eat organic whenever possible, and even like Walmart, and I'm not plugging any stores or anything, but that's my grocery shopping option here besides the local health food store. They are carrying a lot of organic stuff lately, this Great Value Organic, so beans, tomatoes, where you can make those small switches to organic. It's huge, and it's not very much more, like, I don't know, 10 cents more to buy an organic can. I can go into organic later, but where you can switch to organic, start switching over to organic when you have those options. Same thing with like pretzels. This Field Day line where I get the peanut butter, they have organic pretzels. I feel so much better about feeding this to my boys than I do regular pretzels. It's organic unbleached wheat flour, salt, organic soybean oil. I mean, so it's just small changes. If you're a cracker eater, which I do enjoy a Triscuit now and again, here's the bit. I used to be wheat thins, and the more flavors, the better. And then you look at the box of ingredients, and there's like literally 28 ingredients, and most of them I have no idea what they are, nor do I want to look them up and know what I had been consuming for 30 years of my life. And so Triscuits, although they're not organic they're not non-GMO, which I'm hoping to see them at some point. They have 3 ingredients: whole grain wheat, vegetable oil, and sea salt. So those are the differences. Switching from Wheat Thins that has 28 ingredients to Triscuit that has 3 ingredients, that's a big difference. It's a real big difference. Organic coffee, again, there's lots of reasons to go organic, and it's not that much more expensive. So get your cupboards, your pantry, your fridge, your freezer cleaned out. If you have TV dinners or frozen dinners, I implore you, unless it says organic on there, get it out, because they're just toxic. They're real toxic for your body. When you're adding in food that is not real food, but it's man-made and it's chemical made and it's plant processed, it is so rough for your body to try to digest that. It's so rough. We're going to focus on whole foods. We're going to focus on meats and grains, whole grains, which is a whole nother segment. We're going to focus on fruits and vegetables and beans and nuts and seeds and just whole foods as much as we possibly can. So that is my Nutrition 101, how to get started. Comment or message if you have any questions about any of that, and have a really, really healthy, happy day.